Okay, so this was mainly because we talked about last week, we talked a lot about sharing your home valuation site. You can add it to your email signature, different calls to action, just kind of how the home valuation site can benefit you and just be drawing leads into you. And so I wanted to just briefly go over, okay, so I have leads, now what? Um, so under home valuation site, there's my leads, or if I click on the marketing suite, I can just toggle over to my leads here. And so here we can just see there's some people that haven't provided any information. It's still going to pull the owner's name from tax records down here, but it also lets you know when they pulled it, if they did anything, and then what kind of valuations that they saw from who. And just like, see, this is a very wide range of them here. So this is one where they actually filled it out. This yellow means it's claimed with medium confidence, as in they don't really think I'm the homeowner, which obviously is correct. I am not. At one point in time when I move into my house, I will have that address to be able to show this in green where it verifies that I am the homeowner. But for now, we will work with this. But we can see the address here. We can see that I signed up for monthly reports. I actually reached out to ask about it more, and I claimed this as ownership. I can unsubscribe them if they reach out to me saying, hey, I don't know why I'm getting these monthly emails. You can do that here, but it's a monthly email, so it's not spammy really. And then I can check out these valuations again. So right here, it's kind of saying you have some options to archive or create this BMA. So if I know this person was interested, I have some of their information, specifically this email address. I could just click create BMA. We're gonna, do this address that they searched. And then I would just, if I found out any other information about this property where I could make it a little bit more specific for them. We have these estimates. I could choose which ones I wanted, maybe just two. Maybe I wanted to do my own in there. Now we'll say maybe I found out some other information, so I would go a little bit higher. I could do that here. And then here I have 8 featured buyers. I could choose to open this up a little bit if I wanted to maybe grab some more. Or I can just keep it at that one estimate here. And then I could generate this PDF. While that generates, then I could set up this email. I could write them a nice email just saying, hey, I saw you, you put that you're interested in finding out more information about, this house and what you think it could sell by. If they're the owner, I would love, like, you can see the estimates have a wide range. I would love to actually take a look around and, try to get a more specific number for you for that. However, you want to interact with them, you can do that from there while just attaching this BMA for them real quick, which is similar to the version that they saw, just a little bit more specific. So that's one thing you can do with the leads there. That's for, the specific leads that have kind of given you more information. It is important to note there's this out of area as well. So again, one of the things we love about Buyside is literally anybody in the country can do this from your site. So it's great to send this to, family or friends that aren't necessarily in the area, because if they're looking at, a job, moved and they have to move or something like that, you can still, go through relocation with that. So knowing that this is out of area, it's not limited to just your MLS, it's huge. And then I can also archive a evaluation if, I don't want it on my active leads anymore. I can always come in here and unarchive it to pop it right back. But that's kind of what you can do here. And then you also says, no names provided. So I actually pulled up a couple things. When you get a lead and maybe they didn't fill out all this information, there's just this quick little, let me actually make sure I'm sharing with video or with sound. Go. Or I'm going to start this video. It's just going to kind of walk through a little bit, and I'm going to stop at like a minute in. So it's not going to be forever, but this is just what they send you with that lead.
Congrats on your new valuation attempts. You're probably asking, what do I do now? Ideally, the owner leaves you their contact information, but even if they don't, they still left you valuable information that you could use. First, they've shown interest in potentially selling their home. Second, they left you their address. There's a lot of information that you can extrapolate just from that address alone. And I'm going to show you a few different ways for you to contact the potential seller. The first thing you want to do is you want to send them a postcard. I'm going to show you an example of this. It's very brief, very to the point. Hi, my name is Mike Ehrlich with XYZ Realty. I'm reaching out to let you know that on the specific date and time that the valuation attempt was run, someone ran a valuation of your property from my website. And it goes on saying if you want a true valuation, get in contact with me. My contact information is below. And it's pretty straight. It's pretty much straight to the point. You can send them a postcard. You can send them a letter. We're going to have examples of this within the support center, so you can go ahead and you can just copy this and send it directly out. We've seen tremendous success with postcards sent to valuation attempts. So those are two ways that you can get in contact with the owner. The other way is there.
Okay, so the other way he talks about is different social media sites that you can set yourself up for. Those are third party. You can pay them, but there's ways where you can check for their social media online and kind of get more information that way. So that's why I stopped the video. But here they even have this like sample for a letter or a postcard or an email if you wanted. And then, this is if you wanted more information on trying to get a name, email address, or phone number. I mean, you could look into these if you wanted to. And then here also, it just, again, the Buyside help desk right here, but just some other thoughts with kind of walking you through the leads. If you had any questions about what something meant, this little I button here means they're lacking more information. But just so you can see, the out of area looks basically the same as your leads dashboard, just obviously the addresses are a little bit different. And then it walks you through the archives. But what's cool when you also get a lead is, so this is an email I got when I just went through and did this morning to make sure I had something to show you. But it even says, since I reached out to this person, just, made that contact and gave my information, it even lets me know, when I did this, kind of in a little running. And then tells me that it got added into Moxie Engage. So if I click on that, I think it's really cool because when it pops up, it will take me directly into this person's profile. Right here in my Moxie Engage. And if I look under activity, it's even going to show me which property of interest that they looked into. So that's kind of how all those tools work together. And then maybe, since we have that email, you could just come in here and set them up for neighborhood news in that area. Or, add them to, your e-cards, holiday e-cards or anything like that. Or maybe if you were using that warm seller prospect campaign, you could set them up for that to just kind of have a drip campaign to make sure you're staying in front of them. But that's just how quick that it feeds into Engage for you guys to do. And so that's kind of really your leads, what you could do with them, kind of just going through these different tabs in here. for that, and just the difference between what you'll see if they are filling out everything, if they don't touch anything, what you can do with someone that doesn't leave information versus someone who does leave more of a lead for you. And then yeah, just the fact that the color more so shows if how confident they feel about this person claiming ownership. Hopefully most of them will be green that they're ownership, and they're not claiming ownership if they're not ownership, but it will let you know if they don't think that's true. So yeah, any questions on this? Or where I found my the Buyside support to get those all these fun Buyside getting started. That's really just support.getbuyside.com. They have a lot of stuff to overview here in case you wanted to look more into it, get on that next level of things. Copy this. I mean, you can always, I can send you the links too if you want for that. But that's really it. I know we have a full week of training with Sky Slope, so I just wanted to make sure if you shared your lead or you shared your home valuation site, you know, last week or before, that you knew just really what communication you were going to get about those leads and what to do with them to make sure they're not just getting cold. All right. Have a great Monday, guys.
Thank you. You too, Natalie.